Oh, there it is. We got a Jumbo Cactuar, point one. Excellent. We got 1 point. Now, keep in mind, Final Fantasy doesn't come out until tomorrow as of right now. Or actually 5 hours, 6 hours from now. But the cards are legal on the server. And so the card pool is there. Well, hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to Average Zen Presents, streaming live on Twitch. Or perhaps you're watching later on YouTube at Average Zen. There are a great many of you, after all. Welcome, let's bring it in. It is a casual Tuesday, kicking off our work week. Here we are, and I've got a special treat for you today. In honor of the summer break, we're running a little bit longer today. Yes, no more dad taxi means more content for you, more content for everyone this summer. Num 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 num. Summer, Zen summer. We'll figure out something. At any rate, let's jump into it. What's the first thing we're going to do today on Casual Tuesday playing Magic the Gathering Arena? Yeah, I've got something a little special for you. Something that I've been cooking up. I ran into an article on MtG Rocks mentioning how ever since Tarkir Dragonstorm came to Arena, that the way they were handling the data on the clients for cards that were unreleased yet was a little bit different, and that they were putting cards on the client that had not been released yet, and the data was there. They're just not accessible through normal means. And this article pointed out 2 cards that are alchemy cards that are capable of, let's just see. We're talking about Fear of Change, which I believe came out with the Duskmourn Alchemy. Enchantment Creature Nightmare 2/3. When this creature enters or dies, exile another creature you control. If you do, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card with mana value X onto the battlefield, where X is 2 plus the exiled creature's mana value. And this got me thinking, what if you just wanted to be cheeky and see how many cards that we can conjure onto the battlefield out of thin air in a random, completely randomly, and see if we can get anything that has been unreleased, including recently the Final Fantasy set, which comes out later today, I believe, as a recording. Maybe about 4 or 5 hours from now. If you're watching later on YouTube, it's probably already out. This got me thinking though. This will give us a chance to actually play with the cards, and sometimes you need to play with the card, and reading it isn't always intuitive, for some people anyway. Some people like Zen here. And at any rate, this led me to building a deck specifically revolving around getting as many cards triggered off of Fear of Change, and building a deck around being able to endlessly loop this, or as close to endlessly as possible, so that we could see as many cards as possible with this effect. And to increase our chances, we have creatures across the mana spectrum, because keep in mind, this will only add +2 to the mana value. So if it's already an odd number mana value and you add +2 to it, then you get another odd numbered card. So we would never see any of the even numbered cards if we started always eating Delighted Halfling with Fear of Change. So what we can do though is we can make tokens with Kaya. And Kaya will make, anytime we exile something with a ghost form token on it, it'll give us a token. And that token has a 0 mana value, which is an even mana value. Of course, we also have even mana spells like Lannis and Kinnan, who are conveniently legendary. So if we can get Kaya's ultimate ability off, we can continually bring back our legendary creatures from our deck, and even the ones that we summon with Fear of Change. They become part of our deck because it's not a token. It says conjure a duplicate duplicate, which actually is a conjure card as added to the game. To keep us from milling ourselves out, we have Dragonweave Tapestry and Teleportation Circle. This will add the Dragonweave Tapestry spellbook into your library twice. If you have Teleportation Circle, then it will do it every single turn, which will add cards to your library to keep you from milling out. Ellis Norton will help you do it twice. Delny doubles the triggers from all of our Fear of Changes, allowing us to see more cards. And this whole concept brought about, I was playing against Sparky, brought about an interesting minigame that I would like to share with you here to begin with for Casual Tuesday. If you want the full deck list, we will certainly talk about the ins and outs of it, but as we go. But if we've done our job, then you'll see the bare minimum of what you need to get this combo going. And this is a fun little Magic the Gathering solitaire game you can play. And I like to call it Find the Weird Stuff. We could probably come up with a better name than that. But essentially, anytime that Fear of Change uncovers a card that is inexplicable, should not be here, is unreleased, or you cannot figure out how you've actually, it's not on Arena as far as you know, then you score a point. In fact, you can even play this in duel mode. My lovely wife and I, Hobbit Snake, played this together. And whoever at the end of the game, like when you get bored of it, or if you play best of 3 tournament direct match mode, then it gives you a timer. So that's a hard set limit there. So whoever has the most weird stuff wins, and the object is not to kill one another, but to rather just abuse Fear of Change and get as many weird cards on the battlefield as possible. This game is wild, it's unpredictable, and it is fun. I'll give you this. It is one of the more fun ways that I've found to play Arena in a while. This is a terrible hand. I should not have kept this hand. We'll see what we can get off the stock up. We're notably playing against Sparky. So the Day's Undoing is necessary because that will shuffle Sparky's library back into their, or graveyard back into their library to keep them from milling out if we get to that point. Let's go ahead and play stock up and try to get a white source. The Desert Cenote will work. And I believe the Delighted Halfling is also something that we need to kick this off. Yeah, so let's go ahead and play the Desert Cenote. Oh, we have to discard. Well, we've got 2 Delnies. That's fine. Ideally, we want to get more creatures on the board before we start this combo off. Because we do have the Delny, we have 2 Fear of Change. Oh, and look at us. We magically have now 2 Delighted Halflings. All right, we're setting up our board. We're getting our engines together. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off to get max value here. Let's go ahead and get our engine going. Eternal Witness should help us out. That's going to allow us to flicker our Fear of Changes and get recurring value, recursion. Yes, to see more weird stuff. Okay, so let's go with Eternal Wanderer and hope we don't die because we don't have much interaction here. So I think we got to go ahead and -4. We're going to choose this guy. And they can have the 1/3. All right, there you go. Sparky, slow down. We're trying to do a thing. They water knotted our halfling. Oh, Sparky, you're cheeky. I love it. Okay, so white and green. Let's go Delny. We will create a token, because remember that does count as a zero mana creature. And then we will take that, and then that gives us a +2, which gives us a 2-mana creature. And you know what? We will make another token, and we'll make another token. And I like the idea of getting a slightly wider board here to keep ourselves alive while we figure this out. Oh, we even got a land out of the deal. Oh, and another Fear of Change. Don't want to lose that. Let's see, nothing weird so far. Alright, let's go ahead and stock up and grab ourselves, Prime Speaker Vanifar. And how about a Spara's Headquarters to make sure we're continually hitting our land drops, because obviously we want to do that. Alright, now we got a board, so we're pretty much protected, except from Sparky's flyers. Oh my, what did we hit? That flying expert from activated. Okay, when this creature enters, exchange control of this creature and target creature and opponent controls. If you do, you get 4 energy, then sacrifice that creature unless you pay an amount of... Oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't want to give them a 3. Oh, this is horrible. What have we done? Okay, well, we'll take this one, I guess. We will decline. We're going to decline. Okay, I think we just did a terrible thing. Oh my goodness. So let's exile this and see if we can find a flyer to block. What do we get? Trample Haste. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try again. So let's exile Fear of Change, and we'll go up the chain here. I think we're just gonna hold back. Maybe Sparky will take pity on us. Alright, so let's have them eat the 4/4 here. And what do we get? Now, a point of note, the higher up you go in the mana conversion, then the less cards there are in the pool to choose from. So you're more likely to get something in like the 8, the 10 range. The 12 range is a little scary because you can hit an Eldrazi that if you sacrifice it, you have to sacrifice your entire board. Or if it leaves the battlefield, you have to sacrifice all your creatures. So not a great hit. Now we could flicker Delighted Halfling, but I think at this point I'm just going to eat it with the Fear of Change. Because if we hit the Kaya, then we can always bring it back. Well, no, not the Halfling. Rigo, okay. Well, I guess we want to eat the Merfolk and Galvanic Juggernaut, eh? No. Okay, Vanifar it is. No attacks. Alright, we're really hoping for a flyer here. Let's go and go up to a 6 mana cost. Come on, we're looking for weirdness. Oh, that's not weird. We'll go up to, so that's a 6. This will take us to 8. Elder Deep Fiend. This is not what we're hoping for. Luckily, I don't think we're dead. Oh, Aetherize is pretty much our only defensive play here. So let's go ahead and do some shenanigans. We're going to sacrifice our Myojin. No, that's a 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we'll sacrifice our 3 here. And grab Thassa to speed this process up. And now we are cooking. So let's flicker this Fear of Change. That will bring Thassa back offline, but that's okay. And no attack. You know what? Actually, we should attack just to maybe force a block here so that we can stabilize the board. But they're like, no, it should be okay though. We have Thassa now. We can tap their creatures in addition to the Aetherize. So we've stabilized our Solitaire board. And now we're going to flicker another Fear of Change. I'm really hoping we can hit some weird stuff, because that would be great. Let's go and go. This is a 7, 8. Let's go to 10, because that'll give us a good chance. Okay, Rust Goliath. Nah, you know, we'll go to 12. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way. We can hit a Galta. There we go. We can hit a Galta or an Eldrazi, pretty much is our main hits there. So if we go to 12, then we can go to 14, but I'd rather kick the chain off again. And let's go to 10 with this guy. Which gets us a Kozilek. Okay, so that's our... see, we're probably either going to get another Galta or we're going to get the Eldrazi that we don't want to get rid of. And if they're playing the mono blue deck, so they definitely have an unsummoned. So we're not going to go to 12 unless we absolutely are just feeling cheeky. So instead, let's sacrifice Vanfar, because we pretty much have our combo here. And then we can return... Okay, well, this has hexproof from activated or triggered abilities, which is just special. Yeah, we'll do that. It even keeps it... Oh, my goodness. It even keeps us from tapping it down with... Okay, well, let's go ahead and counter that. 1, 2, 3... Wait, 4... yeah. Well, look at these neat abilities we're using that we did not have in our deck. Haha. And now we tap you, just in case we feel like we can... Oh, and this is a blocker as well. Good job. I forgot about it flying. Excellent. Alright, we're in good shape now. I think there's very little Sparky can do to interrupt our mini game. Alright, so... Well, we can force a block here, I think, if we attack with our 12-12. And then we'll keep them from pretty much doing anything for the rest of the game. And now we are all set. Now, we're not going to use the Days Undoing because we're not close to milling out yet. So let's... Because it will happen. It will happen. Alright, Fear of Change, and we will eat the Riddles Master Sphinx, taking us up to 8 mana value. The Gate Colossus will go to 10. Useless. Ulamog, hey. It has 17. That's pretty awesome. You know what? Let's go to 12. Oh, the Icebreaker Kraken. I forgot that was an option. Okay, well, this is a bummer, dude. Let's go to 12. Another Icebreaker Kraken. Alright, well, we need more tokens, so I guess Eternal Wanderer needs to stop flickering stuff and give us more creatures, or we could use the Days Undoing, I hear ya. And then draw into more creatures that we can flicker. Vorinclex will help, actually, though. Okay, so let's exile... I said we weren't going to do this, but now we can exile Vorinclex, see. Yes. And I'm pretty sure they will have to block here, in case they have they have an aura that can boost up. Not that I think we're in any danger at any point now, except of looking a fool when we do not find an interesting thing. So to avoid that, we will just keep on going. Vorinclex, you gotta eat it. Sooner or later we'll find a Kai and we can get you back. Crash of Rhinos. Interesting. Is that Mirari? Okay. Well, interesting. Let's keep going. Woodcaller Automaton. Alright. Well, that's going to get us up into the 12 range again, which we really don't want to be in. So yes, I like this art of the Galta a little bit better. Do they have a 14? They do not have a 14, so that's how you find out. All right, it is tapped. Let us make a token for which to eat with Fear of Change, and then we will Days Undoing. And in the turn, that will stop all of our triggers, which means we won't get the Fear of Change or anything like that. Or with Thassa. Etherize. No, we're not doing that. Okay, interesting. Okay, they are playing a lot of stuff out now. I guess because we gave them a full hand. We did notably get another Days Undoing. And then after we stabilized the board, what are we thinking? Okay, let's go white and blue. Lana's Cryptozoologist. Alice Norn, Mother of Machines. Triple triggers there. Boromir, simply to have another creature. And then we'll go and, we'll make more creatures. Well, the next turn we can probably keep flipping stuff. So we have a battlefield now. Excellent. Excellent. And now we have to force them to block with everything with Galta here, who we can't particularly do anything with anyway. All right, excellent. So board stabilized. Thank you, Galta. And we're looking pretty good. Let's exile the Fear of Change. And Boromir, you're a hop, skip, and a jump to 5 mana cost. Creature, what do we get? A Workshop War Chief. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's do it again, and that'll get us to 7. Oh, there it is. We got a Jumbo Cactuar. 0.1. Excellent. We got 1 point. Now keep in mind, Final Fantasy doesn't come out until tomorrow as of right now. Or actually 5 hours, 6 hours from now. But the cards are legal on the server. And so the card pool is there. Oddly enough, if you go to the deck search, you cannot find it. But if you go to your collection under decks, the deck tab up there, and go to your collection, and you type in the name of a card, or you type in the set name, S equals FIN, or there's a special commander subset FIC, then you hit not collected, then you'll see them. So, oddly enough, this is not the weirdest thing that I've seen this week. Jumbo Cactuar, actually, this is the second appearance because we're getting up in there in the higher mana cost. So, 1 point to us. Let's kick it off again, go up the chain. And we got a Priest of Titania, not especially relevant, though Lannis is a Snake Elf Scout. Alright. Galta, yay, blue, green, and we will go ahead and flicker. Let's see if we can get one more. Last round, I promise. You see my point, though. This is quite the solitaire game here that we can play. And then to keep us from getting way too many tokens, let's go ahead and sacrifice 18 of them, as we don't particularly need Kaya, it just helps. And we'll grab ourselves, we need a flyer, don't we? Don't they have this is the best one they have, huh? They've already played the best one they have, the Windstorm Drake, at least in the top 14 cards. But then we get some more tokens so we can dig for Kaya. Everything is good, and we can always use Thassa to tap their creatures down if we can remember to do that. In the meantime, Let's flicker some Fear of Change and see if we can get another Jumbo Cactuar. And we get triggers. How did we gain life? I don't even know. Priest of Titania, you can go up to 4 mana cost creature. That will get us Defiler of Instinct. Okay, let's go to 6. Affectionate Indrik will fight the 3/3. Excellent answer. Excellent random answer. It will also fight the 2/1. And I think it dies, but, you know. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, let's take action. And resolve. Yeah, let's take action. Random cards doing the job. Look at us go. All right, we have a 12 here. Do we need... We already sacrificed Vanifar. I guess we sacrificed their 3 now and go up to 5. That got us a Gnarled Sage. That's not exactly an unreleased card, is it? Alright, let's do it again. That got us a Realm Cloaked Giant. Okay, so 7 goes to 9. So it gets a slightly less card. Okay, Valgavoth. Alright, so 9 goes to 11. We sacrificed the Valgavoth for a Metalwork Colossus, which is not exactly what we needed. Lannis is tapped already. Let's draw a card and see if we can find our Kaya. No, Tamio. Okay. No. Alright then. What phase are we even in? Oh, we're on my end step. Okay. Well, we'll save 4 mana just in case. There's no way they attack, and even Sparky's not that crazy. Alright, somehow we are not finding our, 4 of Kaya, 3 or 4 of Kaya. Alright, discard 3 cards. We'll get rid of the Mana Confluence, Breeding Pool, and 1 Aetherize. Galta, 2 mana. Nice. They did get crazy. I told you, Sparky, you're nuts. You're crazy, Sparky. You're drunk. Go home. Alright then. Well, I guess we can do this. And get ourselves some tokens. Yeah. Oh, we already had a Galta. I like this Galta better. And we'll get a huge number of triggers. No, we will not. Yes. Okay, so Lannis, you're gonna pay 12. Grab them, and yeah. And just to get us more stuff. Okay, what's the highest cost we have? 3. Yeah, that'll work. And of course we get more tokens. And we've got 27 cards in our library, so we should hit our Dragonweave Tapestry or our Kaya pretty soon. So Fear of Change is going to bounce us off. So we've already got the Jumbo Cactuar. I have a video, or I have a link on my Twitter of a link to the replay on Untapped GG of the game where I played against Sparky and doubled the attack triggers. So I got 20,000 damage in just with Jumbo Cactuar alone. It was pretty funny. Okay, let's draw. There's Kaya. Of course, now we don't have enough mana. Yeah, of course. That's fine. Okay, no attacks in the turn, and that will give us some triggers. And this last... Okay, I know I said this... See how this is... I said one more turn. I want to see one more turn of weird stuff. I thought I said last turn. Okay, this is the last series of the last series. We'll see if we can hit one more weird thing. Okay, so the highest mana cost possible, preferable, that is not above 8. I guess that's you. Not counting the Jumbo Cactuar. That's a point for our team. We're not getting rid of that. Okay. 3 goes to 5. Oh, we got a Bonehorn Dracosaur. Let's go ahead and sack and go to 7. I got us a Seagate Colossus. 7 goes to 9. And we got a Bringer of the... Oh, see, this is one. This is one of them. It's got no set title, or it's got no set symbol. Okay. The creature type bringer. I've seen a white version of this as well as a black version. Now, give me a second here. Let me do a quick search. MtG Bringer of the Green Dawn. Yes. So it's the 5th Dawn. But is it on Arena? I can't see how. So, wow. Let's see. Is it legal in its Modern Legacy? So it's not legal in Pioneer, Alchemy, Historic, Brawl, Timeless, or Pauper because it's not on here. So that's, so we've got a card. Another one that's not on here that's on here. And there's been a few that I've caught like that. I had another one posted that was like a demon that was that's all it said. It's just demon. So 0.2, excellent. Let's see if we can land one more point. This is the final round. All right, no Gold Thoptrix. You go to 4. Elemental Expressionist. Okay, we take you to 6. Malfeld Twins. Oh no. Okay, I think this is. No, that's it. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take it. 1. Bringer of the Green Dawn. Awesome. I'm glad that we got to mention one of these cards because I've seen these played in this little mini game of Solitaire. And, of course, Jumbo Cactuar. Excellent. I feel like we could have gotten a third one here easily now that we've gotten our board pretty much set up. Kaya in hand to ultimate, and get our stuff back with ghost form tokens on it back in our hands so that we could repeatedly play it. Yeah, so we could have gotten a lot. You can see how this is one more turn. Yes, just see what happens next. It's very slot machine, pull the lever. Yes, I very much enjoy it. I will have a link if you're watching on YouTube to the deck for the Arc deck. If you're down there and you enjoy this sort of crazy behavior, then please give us a like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already. That's going to do it for this particular segment. We're going to take a quick look at the deck list for those of you that are maybe in chat. So you can hover over, or maybe you're just not gonna click on that Arc deck link. You're just gonna be like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm here for. I did it at the beginning too, so you had a chance then. I'm just stalling for time now, waiting for Arena to load. There you go. So yeah, this is my card snooper deck. And it's not just for Final Fantasy. Like I said, it will work on anything that is unreleased. You can hit cards, and it is just a ton of fun to count the points. And like I said, you can play it in a direct match with someone and have them, as long as they know the rules of the game, like Hobbit Snake and I do. So yes, very fun. She actually came to me the next day. She's like, "You want to play that game? That mini game?" Good stuff. Yeah, it's always love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, have fun playing Magic the Gathering.